probably heard a lot about placement and may have wondered what this is. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of consistent placement. Now, placement only means that where are we directing the sound waves? Where are we placing the actual buzz of the sound? You may have heard singing into the mask. Where is vibration happening? So there are hollow spaces. We call them the resonating chambers. For example, your sinuses, the inside of your mouth is a large one. There are also bone structures that can vibrate along with the frequency that you're creating with your vocal cords. We want as much to vibrate as possible. We want to create as much space as possible. Think of it as you're singing in a large hall. It sounds like really reverby and big. The sound comes back to you. It's like a lot of resonance, right? Then you sing in a small room that's carpeted with drapes on the windows and everywhere. The sound is just swallowed up. What we want is to create that resonating chamber so that basically it's almost like you're singing in a big cathedral without being in the cathedral. Now, in order to do that, we need to make space. Now, the spaces that we have at our disposal, and a lot of them are underestimated. We all know about the soft palate. You have to lift the soft palate. And the pharyngeal space. There are a lot of shapes you can make with that. You can make it a little larger further in the back. You can make it a little larger further in the front. So knowing that all those variations are possible, you have to kind of tweak. Do I have to lift a little more further back? Do I have to feel it further back in my pharyngeal space? What's my larynx doing? Am I shifting it down too much? Am I not enough lowered with the larynx for that high pitch? Because remember, the larynx does need to lower when we sing higher. And when we sing lower, when we do a low larynx, it's really not possible to sing that low. We have to kind of relax the larynx. So being aware of the different parts that are involved in order to place the sound appropriately. Now, the lips are also often underestimated. When you create an ah sound, you're giving away a lot of space by not using your lips. When you're covering up, and you're stopping the sound. Just think of the sound waves. They are going a direction. Sound is very fickle. Sound is like you put your hand in front. See how the sound already changes just depending, like the sound waves have to go a different direction and then it just sounds different. Be aware of that. So as soon as you make anything covered, so covering, not good. So what you want is to open that up to where you don't want to go like weird, but what you want is you want it to be an extension. It's almost like creating a little bit of a funnel shape, or like we call them fish lips, can help the sound. Again, you have to experiment. There's not like a blanket statement that says, shape your lips in exactly this way and everything will be fine. It is still connected to the overall shape of the entire track that you are creating. So your pharyngeal shape, your inside of the mouth where the tongue is placed, that is still relevant, but the lips add to that. They can subtract sound. So make sure you assess, okay, what part can I tweak? It's always a little something that you can tweak. And here's where the consistent placement comes in. Whenever you change vowels, and of course we have a, e, I, o, u, and like u, depending on the language that you are singing, a lot of different vowels that seemingly have a lot of different shapes. Now that is true, but what is consistent is that you want to try to keep the buzz in the same place. You only want to change what is necessary and keep everything else that can be kept exactly where it is, so that you don't have one vowel, it's like, oh, and the next one comes, oh, ooh. They're all placed slightly differently and something else is ringing. We always want that forward placement. We call it forward high placement because what we want is like for the sound waves to not stop here and or here. We want them to go everywhere into all those structures. So keep that in mind whenever you are tweaking, when you're experimenting. Could I do something, just something little to the ah sound or to the ooh sound to keep it consistent to where now remember, depending whether you're singing high or low in your voice, you may have to adjust slightly in order to keep the same placement. What you don't want to do is have one sound very covered, the next one is very nasal, the next one is just maybe low larynx and very dark. The next one is very bright and pointy. You want to keep it in the same place because then you have a consistent resonance, consistent ring, a beautiful timbre, and also it makes it much easier to sing. So tweak the details, go slowly, move through your piece and experiment. Go vowel by vowel and voiced consonant by voiced consonant, which they have a pitch and they have a space that needs to be created in order for there to be any resonance, and assess and try to tweak it a bit. I go so much deeper into all of that in my Back to Basics course. I have a video about each vowel and all the consonants, the voiced ones, the unvoiced ones, the different groups that exist and how to place them correctly. And of course, there's so much more. Basically, Back to Basics takes you through the entire vocal technique, all the details that you need to know in order to cover all your bases. And they're all the basics, but they're all important. You may want to check it out. I'll put the link below. Until next time, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing.